Hi guys, how are you? I hope you are doing well. So welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to add rows um, in Server 2000 in Windows Server 2008 R2. So as in my previous video, I show you how to create a virtual machine. A server. So I show you also how to assign an IP address. So because of before you add rows, any rows you have to add. So you have to assign a IP address, static IP address. So so when you want to watch those videos, so please go check online in my channel and try to watch those videos before you start watching this one. So for those who are have been following me, so we can just start it. So let's click. So first of all, you click on Server Manager. You open Server Manager. So when you open Server Manager, so you click on roles. When you click on roles, then you click on add roles here. So when you click on add roles, so add roles wizard, so you click on next, and then you check the Active Directory domain services, which is the second option here. So when you click on Active Directory domain services, so you click on next, and then next, and then you click on install. So it may take a little bit time, just maybe 30 seconds, something like that. So guys, make sure to like the videos and subscribe to my channel. You can also comment, if you have any suggestion, if you you don't understand any any step or any process, so let me know in comments, so I will be back to you. So when you install it, so as you can see, you click on close this wizard and launch the Active Directory domain services installation wizard, so which is DC promo. So you click on the DC promo. Okay, so I think something. Okay, so when you click on DC promo, this page will appear. So you just have to click on next, and then next. So then, as this is your first domain controller, so your first domain controller will be your forest, so your first domain controller will be your forest. So after this domain controller, if you create another domain, another server, which gonna be your domain, your let's say child domain, so for the first one, which I'm going to create now, is my domain controller in new forest. So it means that this domain is my forest, so it will be my first domain in my forest. So I just have to click on create a new domain. If it was a child domain, for example, so my second domain controller. So I will just have to click on add domain controller to an existing domain. So guys, so I will click on create a new domain in New Forest, and then I will click on next, and then I will type the name of my domain. So which it depends on you. You choose how to choose which should be which gonna be the name of your domain. So for me, I'm gonna type my domain name is lasana.com. So when you type the name of your domain and then you click on next, so it's checking whether if my New Forest the name of my domain is not already in use, so it's checking whether the New Forest name is already in use. So because of that name gonna be my lasana.com gonna be my domain name. So now it's verifying the net BIOS name. So now it's okay. So as you can see, in your Forest functionality level, you have to take the IGES Windows Server to which is Windows Server 2008 R2. So I'll choose it from here, and then I will click on next. So it's examining the DNS configuration. So as you can see, so the DNS server, when you are installing your ADDS, which is Active Directory Domain Services, so up to that place, you will see by default your DNS server is already checked. So the DNS server also is gonna be installed, gonna be create, let's say install with your ADDC. So I'm gonna click on next to let it by default. So make sure it is check it, and you click on next. So examine the DNS configuration. So as you can see, you will get this message, which is a delegation for this DNS server cannot be created because of the authoritative parent zone cannot be found. So or it does not run Windows DNS server. If you are integrating with an existing DNS infrastructure, you should manually create a delegation to this DNS server in the parent zone to ensure reliable name resolution from outside the domain lasana.com. Otherwise, no action is required. Do you want to continue? So yes. So I will click on yes, and then by default I will click on next. So I will set up my password for my domain administrator. So I will type that password. So make sure to type the proper password, and make sure to do not forget your password. So it's very important. Put it down, so don't forget your password. So when I set up my password, I click on next, and then I click on next again. So and then is So we have to wait for the installation now. So you can check this reboot a completion, so that when the installation will be finished, will be done, so the machine will reboot, the machine will restart. So I will check this reboot completion, and then I will wait till the installation finish. As you can see, when you notice on the screen is installing all of those. So as you can see now, the machine is restarting now for the so guys, it's applying computer settings. So guys, make sure to watch all the previous videos about how to create a virtual machine and how to assign an IP address, static IP address. So in my previous videos, I talk about all of those things. So most of our company are using Windows Server 2012 and Windows Server 2016. Even now, the new version is Windows Server 2019. But as a learner, as a beginner, you have to. It's better to start with Windows Server 2008. So you have to take your time. So when you understand the beginning, the process will be easy for you. So the understanding will be more easy for you to get it. So guys, as you can see, I'm gonna log my machine on the machine. So I will type my password. As you can see, my domain name now. So I just create my first domain controller in the forest. So guys, here we are. So as you can see, I just created my new domain controller, which is my new domain in forest, which is lasana.com. as you can see. So now my computer name is this one, lasana.com, and the name of my domain is lasana.com. So guys, so that is the process how to install the active, as you can see, the Active Directory domain services and the DNS server has been installed successfully.